Welcome to IntoMath. This is grade 6, lesson 1. Today we'll be talking about natural numbers up to 1 million. Natural numbers are numbers that go on forever from 0 in a positive direction and are not fractions, not decimals, but whole positive integers. So we use capital letter N to represent natural numbers. And we can add, subtract, multiply, and divide them, as you've seen in the previous lessons. Let's look at a bigger number, 324,815. This number can be broken down into the sum of different numbers that it is comprised of. So, 300,000 plus 20,000 plus 4,000 plus 800 plus 10 and plus 5. The place value of each number is very important, and it is especially important when we're trying to round the natural numbers. Let's look at that process. A number is round when it ends in zeros. To round a number means to replace certain numbers within it with zeros. Let's look at the same number that we were working with, 324,815. I want to round it to the nearest 1,000, which in this case is 4. So I need to look at the number to the right of 4, and if this number is less than 5, then 4 remains the same and doesn't change. If this number is 5 or greater, then 4 rounds up 1. The rest of the numbers just disappear, they become zeros. So to round this number 324,815 to the nearest 1,000, I will end up with 325,000, since 8 is greater than 5. Now let's look at the order of operations. Order of operations, or we call it BEDMAS for short, and I'll explain why, is a very useful tool when you're adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing multiple natural numbers. Say you have a sum of two numbers in brackets, and you want to multiply it by 3. What do you do first? Do you multiply first or do you add first? So BEDMAS tells us in which order we're supposed to be doing these operations. If I look at this abbreviation, it tells me that I always need to start with brackets, then do exponents, and we will look at what that is in a later lesson. Division, multiplication, addition, subtraction last. So I will have to add the two numbers in brackets and then multiply the sum by 3. If you do not have brackets, so I'll take the same expression and drop the brackets, then I must start with multiplication. Find the product and then add 23 to that product at the end. Now let's talk about expressions with variables. Sometimes we replace numbers with a variable to represent any possible number that could be in place of that variable. Say a vehicle is traveling from one point to another and covers 580 kilometers. On the second day, this same vehicle covers K number of kilometers. We don't know how many. Can you write an expression that represents the total number of kilometers this vehicle has covered? 580 plus K. Say K is equal to 70 kilometers. Then how many kilometers has the vehicle covered in total? 580 plus 70. And that gives me 650 kilometers. Thank you for being with me. The lesson is done, and you can now continue with more practice on this. And I'll see you in lesson 2 of grade 6.